I'm Chris McLaughlin from Inmarsat in London. We're the technology partner with the Volvo race. This will be our third consecutive Volvo race, but in fact we go back some 30 years from our original foundation, which was to provide the Global Maritime Distress Service. Inmarsat was set up by UN Charter to save and serve lives at sea.
The interesting thing for Volvo Ocean Race is that we are a sport that is incredibly difficult to cover. We are the most inaccessible event on the planet. And that's also one of the strengths and the beauties of the event. And these guys are out there racing as fast as they can across the globe, and it is real, it's not a fake reality show. We have a race control center in Spain, which is directly linked to every single boat. And we have a connection almost 500 kilobit of speed with the boats, where we receive all the content. As well, we can set up live video conferences. We receive a stream of data, so we know every 10 seconds how fast they're going, how high the waves are, how much they're heeling over, the temperature. And when we now go from 500 kilobit of speed this race to 5 megabit of speed next race, it will revolutionize what we can do.
If I can introduce Jan Rio of Groupama, and then next to him I have Hamish Hooper of that of that sort of Emirates Team New Zealand boat of New Zealand, and there was a young lady with some sort of sheep-wearing shoes I saw earlier who is clearly a fan. And then I have Andres Serrano, who's sailing with Team Sanya. Each of these guys have got their own tale to tell.
The sailors are professionals and they know that the story has to be told, and by doing that you're exposing our sponsor Camper, and they're paying the bills, and it's a big sort of circle, so they know that despite you being there with the camera in the face and you're a real pain in the ass, that if you're not there, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing and what they love.
We've got 4 stationary cameras that are mounted in 4 different places, and they're on deck all the time, so they take a hammer in. One is on the mast that looks back. One is on the stern antenna tower that looks forward. And then we've got 2 on the first spreaders of the mast that we can control nearly 360 degrees and turn them around and zoom in on different places. They're pretty handy. We carry 2 MacBook Pros just in case one ends up in the bilge or one starts on fire.
Next we're going to talk to Jan. Jan's going to talk a little bit about life aboard, what it's like being cooped up on a little 70-foot boat with a bunch of people that are either with a full range of emotions. They're elated sometimes, they're tired a lot of the time, they get grumpy like anybody some of the time. Jan's built up a little bit of a reputation over the course of the race so far for being a little bit of a multicam expert.
It was quite difficult at the beginning because you have all these people who get tired and who are not always cooperative in the thing that we're trying to do. And if you don't send the story, the 2-minute boat feed every day, then these guys get mad. So you just have to find the funny guy, the guy who wants to promote himself, the guy who just wants to help you because he's nice, and of course the guys who don't want to collaborate at the beginning. And when you start to do some good stuff with a guy who make some joke with a funny guy, and good promotion with a guy who wants to have some lights around him, then the other guys finally get interested.
The Inmarsat broadband is pretty amazing. It's no issue for it. In fact, you know, we had a quick stopover in Chile during the last week because we had to fix our boat, and I was doing a few stories, and using the internet at the hotel was way worse than just using it on the boat.
I think it's fascinating for people to realize that someone is actually out there in the middle of the ocean sending these pictures to me.
I think the presentation was really exciting. I saw some inside videos, and wow, the sailors are amazing. They had tough situations, and you know, the seawater splash on their faces. It's really amazing.
I enjoyed it a lot. I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know. I actually never even knew about this sport until you know, this presentation right now. So the whole thing is real exciting, and it's pretty dangerous. The most interesting thing I heard was probably about the MCM, all the media guys on board, just them and how hard they got to work to get what they have to do, you know, to send offshore or to onshore. So that was pretty cool.
I thought the presentation was great. It was really interesting to see all of the different media people from the different teams come together, and what I love seeing is sort of the camaraderie between the different teams. Like, even though it is a competition, all of the media people get along. They love talking to each other and talking about really what they love, their sport, sailing, and how to bring it to the world.